to another episode of the Retro series where we're currently looking at football management and football playing games. We're getting towards the end of the series now, which has been going on for many years, and we are currently today looking at the second of the Gazza games. Last week we looked at Gazza Super Soccer, which wasn't really that super, had not very good sound, especially which you probably did not see in the episode, but I had to edit the sound out when the goal was being scored because it was an awful noise, and yeah, it would have not been very good to keep that in the episode. So I had to do quite a bit of editing in the Gazza Super Soccer because it was actually meant to be about 18-19 minutes long, but it turned out to be only 13 in the end. I'm hoping that this one is going to be a bit longer. Anyway, so this is Gazza 2, released a year later, 1990, just I think after the World Cup maybe. Done by Empire Software, released on the 48K, but we will be playing the 128K because it has got a little intro music, which is nice to hear. The price $10.99 and $14.99 on the +3. This game was actually given better reviews. This was given, especially I think Sinclair user liked it. No Crash Magazine reviews though, oddly. Just a Sinclair user and your Sinclair reviewed this one, but this got much better reviews. I have played this briefly and it is, I think, overall a better game, a lot more easier to play, and of course we're going to play that in a minute, but obviously I'm going to first show you some reviews, so we'll look at that first. And we're looking at your Sinclair then for Gazza 2, as it is called Gazza 2. And you can see there the actual screenshot of the play was slightly different, and this game did have a little mini map, which was always good to see. And it's got various screenshots here you can look at. So this is the main playing screen. So what did the reviewer say here? It seems like we've got a bit of a grump here. Mant's been getting all, now it's my turn with Empire's Gazza 2, talk about starting the new year on a good foot. So actually it's not the game itself that's annoying me, it's the packaging. You see it's very basic. There are two versions of Gazza 2, one for the Specky and one for the Amstrad, which is a straightforward soccer sim, and another for the posher jobs. Our game plus some management stuff. Nothing to get too fussed about there. So imagine amazement when I got my review copy and read on the box it included the following features: 40 top teams in Europe, each player with unique characteristics, full match statistics, injuries, bookings, and much more. It's all total crap. Obviously the packaging across all formats is pretty much the same information on. They haven't bothered to change it for the Spectrum, oh dear. Which means sure as eggs is eggs, there's going to be a lot less features on this one, which definitely there was. So he wasn't happy about the packaging, but what about the actual game itself? It's an overhead view two-player game, but instead of scooting the ball up and down the AstroTurf as in kickoff, the action moves from left to right and vice versa. The good thing about this is you can see a lot more where the ball's going when it's being kicked because of the width of the screen. Yeah, that is true. And it's easier to play as spectators. We're used to having sports presented horizontally like we see on the telly. The 8 directions to move your players, yep, definitely like that. So this is very much, one thing I did notice is the speed of this game is just as fast as Kickoff 2 when we reviewed that a few weeks ago. That was a very fast game which at times I struggled trying to keep in. But this reviewer really did like the game. As a 2-player game he thought it was really good, but as a 1-player game I think he didn't feel it was just as good. Which I did play as a 1-player game. I thought it was lacking in a few features, but I can imagine as a 2-player game this is actually pretty good. So we'll head off to the game and let's see what it looks like. And obviously we're going to put on the 128K version, and there's some nice mini intro music which I'll let you hear for a bit first. So that was the music to Gazza 2, and it's actually pretty good. I was quite surprised. There's a lot of hidden layers in that music, various things that you couldn't possibly do on the 48K. I was actually quite impressed with that, and you actually saw a bit of the demo of the game as well. So the demo, when you looked at the players on the pitch, it's not amazing, but the game is a lot more playable than Gazza Super Soccer. So here are the option screens. You can see here in the options, they're not as thorough as the Gazza Super Soccer options, but we'll go through it quickly. So you've got Team 1 controls, Team 2 controls, match length there, so you can make it as long or short as possible. Then you can switch screen mode. That's interesting. So what is that? So that's X. So we'll do that when we're playing the game, see what the screen mode does. We're using keys obviously for this game, so it's the standard QAOP space keys, which is what I kind of use all the time. Space to exit then, so we'll look at the next screen. So some more nice music there. I really enjoyed that. So here we go. The opposition looks like they're being ghosted out. We are, you can clearly see who we are, and it's nice to see that we have got a kind of a map up there, which I think shows you where the players on the pitch are. So X, let's press X. Ah, so this is what X is. So you can actually play your game like this if you really wanted to, which is a strange way of doing it. I've never seen a game like this. This reminds me of, I've still got the ball by the way. This reminds me of Star Soccer, that game we reviewed quite a while ago. That, in some ways, if you haven't seen the Star Soccer video, it's worth watching. It's a 16K version football game. Problem is, when I kick the ball even very gently, the ball doesn't go mass differences here. I suppose you have to keep hold. There's a power meter I notice on the left hand side, so I suppose you have to keep hold the fire button, which we'll do here. Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. So you keep hold the power button and makes the kick go a lot quicker. I'm actually enjoying this way of playing the game better than the most way people use. So yeah, this is what's changing the views of the pitches. We go back to the other view, which is the view which most people play. So of course, if I hold the space bar longer, as you did there, the ball goes, you kick the ball harder. That makes perfect sense. If I want a little tap, that wasn't meant to be a little tap. Oh, that was a goal kick. Was I nowhere near the? Oh God, I was nowhere near the box. But yeah, this game I think I would spend more time on compared to the first one. This is definitely a lot more enjoyable. The power meter on the ball makes a lot more sense because you can see when I press hold the space bar, the power meter on the left hand side goes up to you can really kick the ball really hard or just kick it, touches like what I'm doing there. The good thing about this obviously is that you can clearly tell who's who. Like all the opposition will be ghost players, while we are the full players. There's no options for players' names like the first game. So I think the first game, options wise, there's a lot more options, but here I think this game is much better than Gazza Super Soccer. It's a lot more the actual playing the game. I mean, oh, nearly. It's a lot easier to play this one. I just wish the option screens was. Oops, I think my player's stuck. So I'm just going to kick the ball there. He got stuck there. Oh, that's a back kick. That's a strange back kick. That wasn't me kicking that. Oh, because aren't we playing the wrong? That guy is clearly stuck. Oh, that. Oh, I think I know. We've actually swapped ends. So we actually did a bit of an own goal there. Yeah, a lot of my players seem to be stuck for some strange reason, like he can't move. That's a bit sad. So it's giving them the unfair option here, Romania, that they might win this game. Yep. Why can't my defenders move? Really weird. So a little bit of a game bug there, but we're nearly in. Oh. Well, the goal celebration noise is much better than the first one. Um, if you can remember the first video when Gazza Super Soccer, when we hear the goal celebration, now the game's actually playing up a little bit here. Oh, there you go. I've got my players moving now, so it's better than it was. So we're probably going to lose this 1-0 to Romania, sorry. But overall, this game is, yeah, my players are moving better now. Overall, this game is definitely better than Gazza Super Soccer. This is not the best of games, I think. These type of games always struggle on the specky, I think. But yeah, this is definitely an improvement over the first one, Gazza Super Soccer. But it's definitely sound-wise, this is much better because this is a 128K game, and the intro music and even the menu music is good. I like that. I did enjoy it. But let's just see if we can get a goal. Oh, no, missed. I keep running towards the ball, but as the ball stops, I keep running past the ball. But we just let this half finish because it's nearly finishing. Yeah. Yeah, the music's good. The sound of this game is good. Uh, Overall, this is definitely better than the first Gazza game, Gazza Super Soccer, and it's yeah, I would give it a go. So, have you played this game before? If so, then please let me know. Let me know if you enjoyed this episode. If you haven't subscribed, then please do. Please send a like, that'd be great as well. And we'll have another episode next week. So this is Donny saying goodbye. Bye bye. What are your thoughts about this game? Please let me know in the comments. Many thanks for watching this video. Greatly appreciated. If you like this channel, please send me a like or subscribe.